just want to roll. Rolling. Okay, this is the sound of Lyft and Uber death row. Means the food delivery guys. Now, what does it mean to Uber and Lyft? This is what I just did. I reject all calls from the Rideshares and I only accept call from the food delivery company. Why would I do that? Because I can see exactly how much I'm gonna make before I accept a ride. And that's precisely how it should be under the lawful independent contractor. They are making lots of noise about the Prop 22 that say yes to it, but to me Prop 22, it's basically reminiscences of someone like me who has studied history, who's an artist, who's a writer, and also do this for make a living, because obviously my book doesn't sell, courtesy of Jeff Bezos that turned his book place into garbage place and then kill all the other bookstores. But that's different story. Bezos, world's biggest book burner. But that's a different story. We are going to focus in Dara the douche, the assholes who run Uber, and prior to him, the Travis, who used to call the driver a bag of meat in the driving seat. The douche, the Dara the douche come, and Big D, drivers are the dicks. They hate drivers. Lyft is more courteous, courtois, French they call it, courtois. But they're more respectful, they're more caring toward the driver, to their credit, and to the riders too. But Ubers, they had an attitude prior COVID that we don't give a fuck about two groups of people, the riders and the drivers. And that was their attitude. Now what happened? With COVID, all the drivers, first of all, their business goes dead. And then all of a sudden they realize they have to become food delivery guy. Now, most of the guys like me who do that, we didn't really think of doing food delivery because it's kind of condescending. You prefer to have people get in the car, get off the car, and food delivery, there's no money in it. Then turn out the food delivery have more money in it. For example, a guy like me who does luxury, I realized that I can make money by delivering food than delivering people. And I get less shit from people, from the company, with the old policy, policing you around. And of course, the insurance is a big important matter, insurance, because most drivers do not know that they're actually not insured by their own insurance company, because when an accident happens, first thing the insurance company asks, are you using your car for commercial purpose? You have to say yes, because sooner or later they will find out about it. And then they drop you all coverage. So neither Uber nor Lyft, they cover any shit from you. They only cover the dude in the back, because that's all they care. They're right. They don't give a fuck about you. They said if you have a collusion in your policy, we will cover for your car expenses if it's the other guy's fault. So technically, none of them are insured, and they don't even know it until it should happen. But actually, it did happen to me when I was driving for Uber. But I was lucky. The person who hit me, she was at fault, and my insurance instantly dropped me. So I get the money that my car was total. I wasn't even driving, but I was waiting behind the red light. Some loony lady driving opposite direction with a big ass SUV, hammer 4 cars. I was going to pick up someone. Uber couldn't be any more careless, you know. So they have this. They have this insurance company called I don't know, forgot their name. Jack something. So they just pay for the car. Anyhow, that's one problem. The other problem is, the biggest problem with these guys is the fact that you do not know where the people are going. So the destination, it's hidden. When the destination is hidden, it's a gamble. So they make you drive 4 miles, 5 miles. These days, especially with COVID that nobody's driving, 20 minutes, 10 minutes, sometimes we get a ride from Los Angeles. I mean, think about it. You gotta go pick up someone in Long Beach. Next thing you know, the guy gonna go down the street to grab a coffee, you know. So I have to drive 20 miles for $2 ride. If you're regular, if you're luxury, $7. Not worth it. So what do you do in your mind? All the rides that's come to you, you think it's a $7 ride. For me as a luxury guy. For them as a regular ride, it's a $2.75. So is it worth it for me to all the way go there for $2? No, I'm not. Now, why these assholes, they hide the destination? It's a breach of independent contractor. Technically, they shouldn't be get away with it. Just like the 80% acceptance rating. That's a breach also. They shouldn't be able to get away with that. They removed that, they realized. The same thing for the food delivery, like DoorDash, they impose 80%. DoorDash imposed 80% food delivery, food acceptance. Then they realized that it's not lawful because we are independent contractor. They said, okay, you have to complete 80% of the orders come to you, which still is not right, because you go to a restaurant, they said you have to come back in 30 minutes. So what am I going to do? Turn in my post for 30 minutes, waiting, do nothing? I cancel. You cancel, they send you a warning that you must complete the order. So there's this Nazi attitude they have toward the drivers. Companies like Postmate, DoorDash, Uber, none of these guys are caring about the notion of whatever you have to do. So to recap this, because I gotta go, is the fact that they need to show the drivers where the destination is. Most importantly, I get people in my car, the guy telling me I would have been paying $50 tip if I could get a car to come pick me up. Again, there are a wall between drivers and the riders. Riders desperately need a car, and drivers don't want to go pick up that guy because I don't know where this motherfucker go. For all I know, he's going down the street. The nightmare is that he's going down the street, $2 ride. He's not worth it because everybody doing it for money. Nobody doing it for love of God, So you need to know how much money you make. Independent contractor means, yes, this is a deal. I got a deal. I got to go. There's one deal. There's one ride. But I need to know how much I make, If I don't know how much I make, if like you're an independent contractor, you're a plumber, you tell the guy, come to the valley, I have a house, and I don't tell you what's the job is, I don't tell you how much you have to pay, how much I pay you, but you have to come and accept the job. And once here, you have to finish the job. It is exactly what it is. They don't tell you where these people go. You only know when they go in, they are inside your car and you click accept the ride, which is already too late. And at that point, you're stuck with the guy, And if you call them and ask them, where's your destination? Most of them, they don't know. Why would you asking me that? Because I already put it in the thing. If you would have put it in the thing, if the driver knew about it, he didn't ask you that. And then the company also harasses you. You're not supposed to ask the destination. Oh, it's top classified. You're not supposed to ask the destination. You're not supposed to cancel when you accept, So these almost you're not supposed to. This has become, I'm working for you. You're my employer. So they take the benefit of the best part of the employers, and they take the best benefit of the independent contractor. I'm not covering for your shit. I'm not paying for insurance. I'm not paying for retirement. I'm not paying for healthcare. I'm not paying for anything. You are your own person, okay? And by the way, I can fire you at will. Second, I want you to accept every ride that comes to you. I want you to take everyone wherever they go. I don't want you to cancel a ride. I don't want you to know where they're going. Hello there, And then Attorney General of Los Angeles, California, come up with this notion of Prop 22, which is going back to Kansas, Nebraska. Ask what does Kansas, Nebraska ask. I tell you that for those of you who don't know history. In this country, Kansas, Nebraska is something that had been imposed by a guy named Douglas, who was a slave master, by a weak president named Pierce. Pierce was weak like Obama was with Hillary and going to Libya war. So Kansas, Nebraska was something that allowed the people of Nebraska and Kansas to vote whether they want to be a slave state or free state. That slavery was wrong, period, for a guy like Lincoln who was a lawyer at the time, let alone you cannot allow people to vote for it. So it's like coming tomorrow, whether people should wait behind the green light or run it. Let people decide about it. No, red light, it's made for a stop, period. You don't decide about it. So on that note, this Prop 22, it's like Kansas-Nebraska Act. You don't take the best from the independent contractor and the best from the employer and make an amalgam or cocktail for yourself and abuse the driver. This shouldn't be a law. People shouldn't have a say about it, yes or no. The system as it is have to be regulated by the government. These companies either take it or they don't. If they don't, they close the shop, they leave. Because one thing that you people don't know, that because Ubers and Lyft, both of them are running out of drivers, because I go food delivery, I see the drivers all the time, and I'm telling them, you guys don't do Lyft anymore or Uber anymore. So no, finish, over. First of all, nobody tip us. Second, we don't know how much we're going to make. Third, we worry about the disease, and we make 4 times more money with this. Okay, so it's over. So these guys, they will never get those guys back. Therefore, the earnings going to go down. Their share going to get hammered. I'm planning to short their stocks because look to me is a good deal. Their earnings going to get hammered in the future. So, and at this point, they need to level with the driver. They need to understand that slavery is over. They can't impose their rule. They can't manipulate these drivers. They have to be honest about everything. They have to show. They have to give the riders option to tip. If the guy desperate to get a ride, he should be able to tip like $10, $20, $30. Just get your ass and get me, motherfucker. They get a ride. But a guy last night told me that Uber allowed them to do that. They sur-auction themselves without drivers knows about it. And then sometimes the riders accept without them knowing, oh, the $5 ride is turned out to be $30 ride, you know. But that's Uber is a scammer company, and they always has been dishonest and assholes, you know. That's why I stopped driving for them. And also they treat really drivers like as slaves. Disgusting. Yeah, all of them. So Uber, it should be, to me, it should be completely abolished, you know, or they have to redress and pay compensation to the abuse that they have toward their drivers, you know. But they're assholes, so everyone knows that. Point is, the Attorney General of California, it should be actually a federal law for these companies to take a pick. If you want it to be independent contractor, then play the part. If you want to impose them that they have to take every right, hide the destination, ban the tipping, then you need to become employment. You can't have them both way. It's that or go out of business. That's it.